Next we have Annette Smith, followed by Caleb Elder and Ann Hogan.
Thank you. My name is Annette Smith. I'm Executive Director of Vermont for Clean Environment. I live in Danby. I've lived off-grid with solar for 25 years. I'm a big fan of solar. I want to first start by answering your first question with regard to solar development and siting. How well is the current PSB approval process working in terms of achieving the state's energy goals? Vermont has no renewable energy goals in statute. Vermont has a comprehensive energy plan that is not in statute but has a goal of 90% renewables by 2050. The current PSB process is not working to achieve the CEP's goals. The current PSB approval process is working very well in terms of achieving Massachusetts and Connecticut's energy goals as required by their renewable portfolio standards. I will submit the rest of the answers to your questions in writing. Now I'm going to switch to the fact that we now have two separate standards for land use. We have the PSB standard and the Active 50 standard. The PSB has no front door. There's nobody to talk to who can answer questions. Active 50 has a district coordinator in each region who talks to the public and answers questions. The PSB requires a written motion to intervene along with a notice of appearance and certificate of service in order to participate. Active 50 enables citizens to come to a pre-hearing conference and seek party status by telling the district commission what their interests are. The PSB requires regional and municipal planning commissions and select boards to, the PSB has a website that posts only the petition filed by the applicant, but rarely posts filings by any other parties. Active 50 has a website with a database that posts all the filings in a case. The PSB has no enforcement capabilities. Active 50 has a dedicated enforcement officer. The PSB gives due consideration to regional and municipal plans and gives no consideration to zoning bylaws. Active 50 must find compliance with regional and municipal plans and zoning bylaws before issuing a permit. The PSB has no statutory requirement to consider impacts to prime agricultural soils. Active 50 has a requirement that impacts to prime agricultural soils must be mitigated by conserving prime agricultural soils also by a predetermined ratio. The PSB permits development above 2,500 feet. Active 50 does not allow development above 2,500 feet. And I have some more announcements in writing.
Thank you very much. Next we have Caleb Elder, followed by Ann Hogan.